Assalamualaikum min hajime mashite. Watashi no namae wa Imran desu. Malaysiaから来ました。19歳です。今、MJI の学生です。趣味はジョギングです。これから私たちのチームは信じられないかもしれませんが、日本語が話せます。というテーマで発表します。よろしくお願いします。So this is our group members, which is me, Imran, Hari Sofi, Bakir, and Shabil. So for the introduction, based on the project we conducted with a native Japanese speaker, our primary goal was to provide information about Japanese culture, ethics, and society. Furthermore, the Japanese language was used as the medium of communication. Throughout the process, we faced and overcame several challenges, including difficulty in arranging interviews until our limited proficiency in Japanese language. So, the topic for the interview that we've been talk about is traditional Japanese food and Japanese manner, the lives, hobby and ethics, tourist attraction, technology and invention, and then lastly is future travel plan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Watashi no namae wa Bakiru desu. 19歳です。Mara Japan Industrial Institute 勉強しています. Okay, now we go to the problems that we encountered during our assignment. Okay, before we have a lot of trouble finding Japanese people for the interview. We struggle quite a lot on to find Japanese people to interview because we don't know where we need to search, and difficulty choosing a platform for the interview. We take a lot of time and lot of thinking on where we need to record our interview. Okay, the consequence for the trouble finding Japanese people, we need to ask the senior where they found the Japanese people to interview, and for the platform, we choose Google Team as it's easy to use. Okay. During our interview, language barrier, as you may know, because we are Malay and they are Japanese. So yeah, there's a language barrier there. Okay, now we go to the internet connectivity issues. Sometimes during our meeting, we we have a lot of trouble on the internet because yeah, it takes quite a lot of internet to use. Okay, miscommunication about question. Uh, because we ask question and then the person we interview doesn't understand the question. Maybe because the way we pronounce it wrong, or it seems like a different question to them. Okay, for the consequence, we can't fully understand what the people we interviewed say. As for example, when we talk about this, as as where we already got a script and already said the part, but then she said the things out of the script. So yeah, we just agreed with the thing that she said because we don't understand about it. And sometimes we get disconnected from the meeting. Yeah. Uh, at the early of the meeting with my partner, my partners, uh, got disconnected from the meeting, but he didn't reconnect it again and join the meeting. We must ask the question again and pronounce it properly, as that I said, because maybe we mispronounce it and it seems like an entirely different question to them. Okay, after the meeting, editing the video. Because for me, I don't know how to edit a video. Just like I say, okay, the consequence, we need to find the person that can edit the video. So yeah, I try to ask my friend on whether they can edit a video, and ask if they available to help me. Okay.
はい、こんにちは。私の名前はシャビルです。私は90歳です。私、MJI Mara Japan Industrial Institute で勉強しています。よろしくお願いします。What Baki said earlier, we have a problem with finding a good Japanese interviewer. So we decided to join a Japanese dedicated server in Roblox, which is a very popular game. uh, and we found a Japanese person. And then how do we communicate that Japanese person outside Roblox? So we use Instagram chat and voice chat for convenience and accessibilities. So during the interview, we had this common problem, which is language barrier, which we avoid that by record and immediately translate the correct meaning of the interviewee to avoid language barrier. And after that, we also had connection issues when one of our members' Wi-Fi is malfunctioning. We decided to open my hotspot and share it with them. And lastly, for misunderstanding, we rephrase the unclear questions politely in ChatGPT to ensure better understanding. And lastly, after the interview, we have recording format issues, which we can see the whole tabs instead of one tabs. Over there, we can see the tabs, the Instagram tabs, the ChatGPT tabs, and so on. And it reduced the quality and professionalism. So we decided to crop and blur the part showing the tabs to improve the presentation qualities.
はじめまして。私の名前はハリスです。ペラから来ました。私の趣味は音楽を聴くことです。今、マラジャパンインダストリアルインスティテューで勉強しています。どうぞよろしくお願いします。I will explain the problem-solving technique our problem used to prepare for the project. First, I will explain. First, we use a step-by-step algorithm. This helps us stay organized and calm. During the conversation, we created a clear flow. Firstly, we will read and we will introduce about ourselves. Then we will ask question and respond. Then we end politely. This structure help us avoid awkward pauses and give us confidence when speaking. Second, we did brainstorming as a team. We discussed possible problems we might face. For example, forgetting word during the conversation. Together, we came up with simple backup phrases and ways to respond. So we would panic if we got stuck. Both techniques were really useful in helping us prepare and stay confident when talking to the native Japanese speaker. Wabi-sabi is a traditional Japanese aesthetic that teaches us to find beauty in imperfection, impermanence, and simplicity. It means that things don't have to be perfect to be beautiful. For example, if you look at this bowl in the picture, it has cracks that are repaired with gold. This is called kintsugi, and it shows how wabi-sabi values broken or aged, aged, aged things, not as damaged, but as beautiful because of the history. The same idea applies to the flower arrangement here. It looks simple and natural, but it still has deep beauty. Wabi-sabi reminds us to accept the natural cycle of life and to appreciate the things as they are, quiet, humble, and imperfect.
In our opinions, we think that the project is a very, very good experience. Talking to Japanese people is very, very fun. They are so polite, have a good manners. Yeah. And second, we learn teamwork, communication, and how to handle problems on the spot. We have to brainstorm our brain. As an example, Sophie can type fast, right? And he can translate all of the words from the interviewee. And Imran can speak properly. For me, I think I only do funny things lah. And Bake can use his charisma, I guess. And lastly, for the opinion, it felt very meaningful, even with some challenges. And for the suggestions, I think we should use better recording tools, lah, such as mics and some stuff. And lastly, the suggestions, we have to prepare backup. We have to prepare backup plans for technical issues, um, because uh, this is our second time doing it, because the first one had very bad technical issues. Yeah, thank you.
The solution of the wabi-sabi to the society is to encourage self-acceptance and accepting others' flaws and all. And next is reduce pressure for the profession and promotes kindness. And then values repairing and reusing instead of throwing things away. And lastly is support sustainability and respect for nature. That's all our presentation. Thank you very much.